Hello and welcome to this Friday, August 2nd, 2019 episode of the Happy Hero Show. Today's episode is about seasteading and taking people out of the slums. Now, I had heard about seasteading quite a while ago, and I had heard about Peter Thiel starting or investing in this startup that was going to get a cruise ship or something off the coast of San Francisco. So not much has happened in the last few years, and now we're really starting to see a lot of progress taking shape. And I got a book called Seasteading, and it's pretty interesting. There's a Seasteading Institute really working to make things happen. And don't think it's quite the answer to getting people out of the slums. Of course, the goal is to get people out of the slums. With the cities of the future, of course, we want to get people out of the slums. That's the interesting thing about what I'm doing. Is my ultimate goal is to help people to be fed, housed, and empowered. And when you feed and house someone, then you've got to think. Then a lot of people worry. Well, if we just give people stuff, then they're not going to contribute, and that's how we get drug addicts, and that's how we get this, and that's how we get that. But if you really look at why we've got drug addicts, it comes down to a few things. Part of that is housing, food, personal relationships, connections, and a lot of times people will have it all, and then they'll become addicted to drugs. So just giving people stuff isn't going to help, and that's not necessarily the point of seasteading, but they're promoting a way to solve these problems and create world peace. But if you're not looking at the underlying things that create humans, it's not just about those base human needs. It really goes up to self-actualization. And there are multiple phases multiple tiers in there in Maslow's hierarchy. The only way to do this is to focus on the individual, to understand that they actually have the power to control their own thoughts and mind. That doesn't mean that it won't be influenced by external forces, because it most definitely will. But it means that we have the power to start to shape our lives and design our lives. And if we can create that in people, that's how we get people out of the slums. Help people to understand the power that they have inside themselves. Now, I'm doing this through city design, through community design. And that comes by focusing on people living, working, playing, loving, learning, paying it forward. But the education has got to inspire people to innovate, to solve problems, to serve others, but also follow their passion, not just get a job because it makes them money. And it's about creating a raving fan experience, helping kids understand what a raving fan experience really is. How many kids have a raving fan experience at their school? I don't know too many kids that have a raving fan experience about school. If they love school, it's because they love their friends, not the school. Now, some schools are getting better. We are seeing some major shifts, but we have a long way to go across the board. That's what it's about. That's how we can get people out of the slums. That's how we can do it together. It's not about helping people so that we feel significant. While we do get significance from the work that we do, it's about looking at ourselves and understanding that we're no better and we could be in that same situation with just some changes in our life circumstances, and those people could be us. That's the thing. It's not about, oh, wow, I'm better than you, or you're better than me, or anything like that. I'm not saying that people don't have different levels of contribution and value, because people do. People do have different levels of contribution and value in the world. But people are all valuable. People all have significance in their life. It's really hard for a lot of people to understand that other people are actually just like them as individuals and have their own feelings and their own experiences that led them to where they are. It's almost their programming, and they really almost have no choice but to react based on that programming. The way you can change and reprogram yourself is by changing the TV shows that you watch, by changing what you spend your free time on. You know, what you're listening to. I'm not saying completely cut out music, because music can help elevate you to another level. But I am saying maybe you should think about the lyrics that are being embedded into your head. Maybe you should think about the stuff that's going and playing in the background. Think about the neighbors, because your neighbors can take a lot of your time. It can make you uncomfortable when you come home. Think about those feelings that you're having. I'm not saying you should run from all your problems, but start to understand those things, and then you can shape how you interact with people, setting boundaries with people. We get people out of the slums. We get ourselves out of the slums. We get ourselves out of both financial and emotional depression by building ourselves up, by designing, by constructing this life of ours the way we want it to be. Seasteading is awesome. I'm super excited about the future of it, but I don't think it's ultimately going to be the solution to getting people out of the slums. We're just going to have floating slums. The key is to help people towards self-actualization, understanding what they have within themselves and the power they have in the resources around them through resourcefulness. So thanks for another episode of the Happy Hero Show. Have a great night.